National Peace Council, and indeed the citizens of our country, heaved a sign of relief when our two great parties, the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress reached consensus to address the issue of violent vigilante activities, which have become a malaise on our evolving democracy. In a nutshell, the NDC and the NPP, by accepting the National Peace Council to mediate, have demonstrated their belief in the resilience of national institutions and the ability of Ghanaians to confront and address our own challenges. The two engagements that the Council has had with the two parties were very positive, and the communiques that were issued attest to that. It is our hope that this third meeting should be able to work out the modalities for dealing with the issues that the vigilante malaise present to our dear nation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, violent vigilante activities have become a security concern to our democracy, especially around general elections. Unfortunately, tensions, violence, and sometimes destruction of life and property have characterized competitive elections in the country, especially by-elections, often fueled by so-called vigilante groups associated with political parties. The government of Ghana's coordinated program for economic and social policies, 2017 to 2024, in addressing the country's safety and security issues, confirmed that, quote, current threats to peace and security in Ghana are violent crimes such as armed robbery, tribal and chieftaincy conflicts, terrorism, vigilantism, and electoral violence, unquote. The government is therefore concerned about the problem. Indeed, the call by the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, on the two parties to come together to find solution to the vigilante menace showed how the matter has become a huge national concern. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, competition for political and other public offices should be conducted in a manner with a view to winning political power, to manage resources for socio-economic development of the people. A leading light in the study of politics and communication, Dwight Laswell, has defined politics as who gets what, when, and how. This definition of politics reveals that politics is about people and the supply of their needs, their citizenship rights, which is manifested in the allocation of economic, social, cultural, and political benefits. Again, politics is about managers of the state, that's government, whose responsibility it is to manage and allocate the resources of the state for development. We can justifiably state from the above that politics, and to a large extent political parties, should be platforms on which policies and programs in respect of who gets what, when, and how are put before the people for them to make their own informed choices. Politics, therefore, should not lead to create systems and structures that have the potential of destroying the peace and harmony that we have earned for ourselves as a people. Indeed, the current leadership of the NPP and the NDC and all Ghanaians have a unique opportunity to assure our forebears who laid their lives for Ghana and are resting now that we are committed to upholding the unity and the peace they bequeathed to us, and to inform the present and the future generations our resolve not only to sustaining the peace of the country, but to reaffirm in our democracy the value of humanity and peaceful coexistence despite our differences which are inevitable. Nana Chair, it is our greatest hope that we will approach this process with open mind, respect for each other, and above all, love for our country and its citizens, so that at the end of this process, which we've started on Tuesday, April 9th, 2019, Ghana will once again earn the respect of its citizens and the international community. Let us come out of this dialogue with concrete outcomes that will deepen the process we have already begun and also produce results that can help Parliament to pass an act, the vigilante and related bill, that will respond positively to the wishes of our peoples. Nana Chair, permit me then to end my address with a quote from former President Nelson Mandela, and I quote, "Time and again, conflicts are resolved through shifts that were unimaginable from the beginning." Let's prepare our hearts and minds as leaders of our country and of the political parties who have enjoyed the trust of our people since 1992 to shift our positions for the interest of Mother Ghana.